staying with us. I'm Eric Bowling in for Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching this special edition of The Factor Election 2016. Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal seems to be testing out a new strategy to get noticed in the pack of 17 Republican presidential contenders he's punching up.
Donald Trump is shallow. He has no understanding of policy. He is full of bluster. He has no substance. Folks, Donald Trump is not a serious person. This is a carnival act. And seeing that Donald Trump said that the Bible was his favorite book. Yet when asked, he couldn't even name a specific or a single Bible verse that was important, that had an impact on him. Well, do you know why? Well, it's clear. Donald Trump's never read the Bible. The reason we know he's never read the Bible, he's not in the Bible. Donald Trump is a narcissist and he's an egomaniac.
Governor Jindal joins us now from Washington, D.C. So, Governor, this going after Trump, new strategy, what's it all about?
Eric, thank you for having me. Look, the idea of America is slipping away from us. $18 trillion of debt, Planned Parenthood selling baby parts across the country, a president who's about to allow Iran to become a nuclear power even while he doesn't stand by Israel. The left is running the country into the ground. We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get our country back, to apply conservative principles.
But let's stay on what topic here. Okay, you clearly are going after Donald Trump. Is this to help pull your poll numbers up? I mean, you're struggling in the polls right now.
Not at all. It's not about me. And the reason it's so important to do this now, we as conservatives have a choice to make. Do we apply our conservative principles, or do we turn to a man who believes in nothing but himself? Eric, Donald Trump's not a liberal. He's not a conservative. He's not a Democrat. He's not a Republican. He's not a moderate. Donald Trump has no substance. He doesn't want to make America great again. He wants to make Donald Trump great. I like the idea of Donald Trump. I love this show. I love the political incorrect language. I love going after the D.C. establishment. I love the outsider. I even think he's entertaining. I love the helicopter rides at the state fair, giving out Lindsey Graham's cell phone number. It was all great fun. But when you actually look at the reality of Donald Trump, there's a lot of foolishness there and a lot of nonsense there.
Look, he's not against... and you've said Donald Trump needs to stay classy, but then you've also said things like he looks like he has a squirrel sitting on his head.
Well, that's right. I was asked about his attack on Carly Fiorina for going after her appearance. I said he has no room in criticizing anybody's appearances given how his hair looks. But here's the bigger point. He's not against big government. He's just against big government that he doesn't control. He's been for socialized medicine. He's been for tax increases. Look, he changes positions constantly. He would implode in a general election. But even worse, if he were actually to get elected, we have no idea what he would do in office, Eric. The reality is he doesn't believe in anything but Donald Trump. We need to elect a tested, true conservative. Now's the time to shrink the government economy. Now's the time to defund Planned Parenthood. Now's the time to stand by Israel. Now's the time to grow the American economy. We have a chance to apply our conservative principles. It's been fun. It's time to put him in the elevator. It's time to tell him he's fired. Tell him to go downstairs. Give him a reality show. He's great fun, great ratings, very entertaining. His diagnosis of the problem is like the prescription.
He has been listening, and I know for a fact he listens to this program, and he listens when I host this program because he yells at me sometimes when I'm hosting. But listen, here's how he tweeted in response to your latest round of volleys back at him. He said, "Oh wow, lightweight Governor Bobby Jindal, who's registered at less than 1% in the polls, just mocked my hair. So original." Final thought, Governor.
Eric, so I give a speech called a narcissist, an egomaniac, saying he has no substance, and his takeaway is he's worried about his hair. He proves my point. He's a narcissistic clown. America must do better. Let's elect a conservative. Let's rescue the idea of America before it's too late.
All right, Governor, I'm going to say thank you very much. Governor Jindal isn't the only candidate who got into it with Trump this week. Carly Fiorina was on the receiving end when the Donald told Rolling Stone magazine, quote, "Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that? The face of our next president." Trump defended his comments, saying he wasn't talking about her looks.
She mentioned something about me, she knocks me, and when somebody knocks me like Jeb Bush or anybody else, I at least decide that I think it's appropriate to fight back. But we're talking only about her persona. But some comments are made as an entertainer, and as everybody said, as an entertainer is a much different ballgame.
Joining us now on the phone from Arizona, Carly Fiorina. Now, Carly, do you accept Mr. Trump's explanation specifically that he wasn't talking about your face when he said face, he was talking about your persona?
No, but I do accept his comments that he was speaking as an entertainer. And, you know, when I was in third grade, Eric, there was a little boy that really liked me, and he said mean things about me and, you know, pulled my pigtails all the time. And my husband and I have been together for over 30 years, but I think I know when someone's flirting with me.
Well, all right, I think we're breaking some news here. Donald's flirting with you through the Rolling Stone magazine. Let's talk a little bit about the upcoming debate. CNN announced this week that you'll be one of the candidates in their primetime debate along with Donald Trump. What's going to be your approach dealing with him on that stage?
Oh, you know, there are many fine candidates on that stage. My first objective, honestly, is to introduce myself to the American people. You know, half that audience doesn't know my name and doesn't know I'm running for president. And so I know it seems hard to believe, particularly maybe if you're a celebrity like Donald Trump, everybody knows who you are, but I still have the lowest name ID in the field by a wide margin. And so I need to introduce myself.
Will you use this back and forth that you've got with Trump? You basically have a lot of buzz going right now. Will you use that and step it up in the debate?
You know, my principal objective is to make sure that people know who I am and what I have done. I have a track record of leadership, of problem solving, of challenging the status quo. I'm not an entertainer. I'm someone who started as a secretary, became a chief executive, and the only way you do that, to go from secretary to CEO, is to deliver results, to solve problems, and to lead. And so people need to do that. I'm sure there will be opportunities for me to respond to Donald Trump or to others, and I won't shy away from those opportunities. But fundamentally, I'm running for president because I think our nation needs the kind of leadership I will bring to the Oval Office.
No doubt, but I will tell you, though, the other 9 candidates on that stage that aren't Donald Trump would love to be in your shoes, where there's a lot of buzz surrounding you and Donald Trump, a feud. If nothing else, it brings the attention. Governor Jindal did it, and he's on the factor, and obviously it works.
Yeah, well,